rise from their exploits and grow. In the spotlight they belong. WBL stands strong.
Alright, welcome everyone and welcome back to WBEL Season 3. So this is the third week of the playoffs and we're going to cover the Clairvoyant division today. And as usual, I'm with GB79 and Chisei.
What's going on, guys?
Hey there.
Welcome back,
a little,
GB.
1 week hiatus there, but I'm glad to be back here and catch some nice playoff action here with some competitive teams. So definitely looking forward to it. You guys will have to fill me in a little bit though, because I haven't had a chance to watch the videos from last week.
Yeah, so it's what we were talking about there just before. It's a spoiler for GB, but at least he promised to watch the video, so he'll catch up.
Gotta hustle for those clicks, man. Gotta
Yes.
get some views.
Well, it's not for the clicks. It's more for the enjoyment for on your side. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
So another spoiler, the winner of last week, of course, on your side, you knew. So Kiyoshi unfortunately beat you, and Surtako against LXD92, it was LXD, so it went into 2 matches also.
Yeah, definitely some surprising wins there. You know, Surf Taco also getting taken down. You know, he's one of the great players here in the tournament. So congrats to LXD and Kiyoshi. Yeah, unfortunately, he was able to take me out as well. He was definitely, much better prepared, and he got a nice win. So, looking forward to see them match up there in that semi-final match.
Yeah, Chisei and I must come back a little bit on that series between GB and Kiyoshi, because apparently we didn't give Kiyoshi enough credit for his win over GB. We must say it was a clean win, a nice win. The guys are clearly super good at the game, so don't worry, Woody, we didn't disrespect Kiyoshi. And
no,
just,
I mean, it was definitely a well-played match, and he's definitely a good player. So yeah, it was well earned.
Yeah, we were just joking around in the chat, and as a piece offering, I help Kiyoshi a little bit this week, so let's check if it works out. Okay, so the current series is going to be Kiyoshi against LXD92, so dude, where's my tank against the non-nation? So you guys, what can we expect for game number 1?
So two great players here that really, I think, turned it on down the stretch in terms of their performance and kind of got better as the season went on. Especially Kiyoshi kind of really went on a run, and that's continued here into the playoffs. And it's just as we were saying, both were able to take down, really good veteran players. So looking forward to the match. I think both sides really are kind of centered around some greatsword teams. We have Bronwell over on LXD's side, and we have the Ravius over on Kiyoshi's side, also with the Ramada Winter. Ravius Winter also on LXD's side, so we have seen him use her as well earlier in the season. Going to be interesting to see what they come out with. We do know that Kiyoshi has, and both sides actually do have a couple of units that they haven't deployed yet, at least according to the charts here. 2P and Kefka over on Kiyoshi's side, Perrine and Lucio Halloween over on LXD's side. So maybe could splash in some new looks there that they haven't used yet during the season.
I'll help Chisei. I know that Kiyoshi, he really didn't expect Perrine because of his Vega, and he was really concerned about that Bronwell.
Yep, that's actually what I'm looking at. I'm looking at their 2 top roster units here, their mascots, and I don't really see a good reason to not at least try them out for the first round here. They both had really good success with those units, so a Winter Ravies Ramada team from Kiyoshi's side, and from LXD's side, Bronwell Grace Cecil team. Really strong core, lots of protection there and sustain with the Grace. So I think those are just 2 really strong generic teams that you can kind of bring out against almost anything that the other side has. So I think those would be the safe picks, and that's probably what I would go for in my predictions.
All right, so let's check what they bring for game number 1. Yep.
Oh no. Well, I did say they'd be safe picks, and that these are, at least for Kyoshi's side, is definitely not looking very safe here.
Yeah, so just what I kind of mentioned there on my last point was that they both had units that they really hadn't gone to yet. So both sides are actually bringing out some fresh looks here. Though, like I said, I didn't watch the playoff games last week, so maybe LXD did go to Perrine. I'm not sure. Either way, I don't think Kyoshi's very excited to see the Perrine here, as he's rocking a double fire team there. So we'll have to see how that works out for him. He does kind of anchor it there with the Mariluk, but not sure how much damage he's going to be able to do to the Perrine.
Yeah, that's the thing. He didn't use the Perrine last week, and he made a very, very, very strong showcase with that Brownwell and Grace. There was barely no weakness with the Mind Unanswered that Grace uses.
Yeah, between the spirit that gives and then just the healing, to really help shore out Brownwell's weakness. So I was thinking that's what I would see here, but looks like that's not the case. The Perrine, obviously a very, very good choice coming out. I guess not scared of the Vega, or just thought that he had enough on his side that, scared off the Vega. So, Perrine looking like a very strong choice. The fire unit is going to have a lot to really make up for here. It's not saying it's impossible by any means, especially, the status effects that the Kefka has. Landing a poison could really go a long way, especially if can confuse as well too. But yeah, you're gonna need the stars to really align to have this fire team really take out this Perrine, because she is bulky and does quite a bit of damage though. That being said, they do get a lot of really good helpful buffs online. I see the Sagacious Blessing coming out on the Kefka side for the healing power down, which is going to help, as well as giving him a little bit of tankiness as well. Also saw I think it was a physical shield coming out on Roy, so maybe might help him survive a hit. Also the Sacred Groves Blessing I saw come from the Mariluk, so some Man-Eater res on his side as well. So they might be able to survive a hit or two from the Perrine, but yeah, like I said, they're going to need to make some miracles happen. So first hit coming
not from Roy.
Yeah, doing kind of as expected against the Perrine, but the set taking more than I thought. And yeah, the Kefka
only hitting the list set. That's so unfortunate for Kyoshi. Oh boy, so much damage though, but yeah, there's the proc from the Hellback, so that's not necessarily good for Kyoshi. Next there's Disgrace, probably curing that use. Okay, no, so it's a simple Kuraga. Next is going to be Perrine. She's going to do a lot of damage. She has plenty of AP, Vortex Kick, and nearly killing the whole team, except that Mariluk. And there was also the re-raise from Kefka. Next is going to be not Roy Mustang since it's dead. So, oh, okay, so Kefka lapped. And going for the backline, barely doing any damage on everyone. So next is going to be Mariluk. Only doing chakra, barely few HP on herself, and next is going to be Lisette, probably finishing off that. Never mind, that Mariluk. And Grace, probably healing that Lisette. But then it's spearing. So yeah, from what I heard from that fight, the comeback from them is that they both wanted to surprise the other one. I mean, I think that LXD knew that Kyoshi would wait that Brownwell out of the door, and it's the same thing on the other side. So they both tried their luck, and unfortunately it went on LXD's side.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty safe bet to be able to bring the Perrine, because thinking about the Vega choice, the map isn't small enough, it's no forest, that you're able to kind of really reliably get in there with a Quicken Berserk combo. And if you can't really do that, if the other side's allowed to use the Dragon's Bloodline TMR, then Vega's still a decent unit, but that really takes out a lot of his utility there. So I think bringing the Perrine was a pretty, even though it was a surprise, I think it was a pretty safe surprise, and turned out to work out really well in his favor.
Enters Dark Titan now.
Oh, that's true.
And the thing with the Kefka Roy combo, obviously it looks so tantalizing there with being both glove and fire, and the damage unfortunately just hasn't really kept up with a lot of the other units, because they haven't really gotten any upgrades. So I mean, you saw there Kefka even on the triple chain there after Roy he only did about, I think, 3,500 damage, I want to say, onto the Lisette. He did get the Confuse, which is, obviously that is very impactful, but the most damage that came out on that play was actually Lisette punching her teammate there for a huge amount, which was pretty crazy.
7k.
So, but otherwise, this one was pretty one-sided, but both players looking to surprise the other there, so that, the prediction was spot on. We'll have to see how they adjust going into the next match, but definitely more pressure, I think, on Kiyoshi at this point, and I think he would probably be looking to go with a comfort pick at this point, probably the Great Sword team.
Yeah, that's exactly the point that I was going to make. And when you have your back on the wall, you tend to use your best team because you don't want to maximize your chance of winning. Yeah.
Yeah,
you have the most familiarity with that team, and it's done the best for you. It's what got you here. So I would put everything that he's going to go for that Ramada Ravius team. So I think that technically that's going to put LXD in a very good position if he is predicting that as well.
Yeah, and for mocking a little bit with Kiyoshi, I can say for sure that this Kefka and Roy team was completely melting that Brownwell team that had mocked for him. It was really his best bet. It was surprisingly good against the Brownwell, but unfortunately it was the Purine, so too bad for him. Alright, let's jump into the next match. Yep.
Okay. So, I mean, Kiyoshi, just like we were saying there, he is going to his comfort pick. He's going to his best team, his workhorse this season, the Ramada Ravius team. And obviously, once, the Shrine of Remembrance came in and these units were much easier to reincarnate, we've kind of seen how powerful that combo can be, especially with a healer. So that's a tough team to beat. LXD, on the other hand, he's going for a Greatsword team here as well. He's going with the Rain and with the Ravius. He does have Mish in there as well. Hopefully they're going to be able to take the Ramada out quickly here. Otherwise, maybe the double fire combo could be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah. I will say that with Phoenix, Rain can be pretty tanky against water.
Yeah, and like I said, I was expecting the Brownwell to come out, but I'm not hating this team by any means, especially because I know that these Great Sword units, a lot of their attacks are going to be AoE, and Rain can build tons of AoE res, and I don't think they really have a good way to shred that either. So perhaps also maybe hedging a bit against, because Kiyoshi, since it is very likely for him to bring this team, but it wasn't guaranteed. Could be a chance there that there is some hedging against some magic as well. But I do like LXD's chances as long as the Rain's able to stay out in front, soak some hits, and the Mish and Ravius can get some good damage in from back. So as Nima pointed out, there's the Berserk team are coming out.
Yep.
So there is a chance for the Mish to land a Berserk if I didn't see the Dragon's
the Elias Sailor.
Yeah.
I was wondering too. I was like, did I skip it?
Yeah, I didn't notice it. So Flaming Impact hitting the Remoted Outlaw damage,
no slow.
That's to be expected, and no slow. So definitely prepared for that, which is good to see here. Helna's still getting her buff online, and Mish not in range to hit the Ramada, which is actually pretty bad because she probably will be in range to be able to hit the Mish here next turn, and I doubt he'll be able to survive a hit. But the LB from Ravius coming out, hitting the Rain and the Mish.
I'm not necessarily surprised. Yeah, with the AoE resist, and he's fire too, so. And the retaliations are the same exact LB.
Much better targets though on this side.
Oh,
that's big,
frostbite on
both of them there.
Yeah, that's really big.
And it's canceling the AP generation. Oh, okay. So a lot of damage on that Rain. Okay, I'm surprised. So it didn't use Phoenix on him. Next is going to be Mish. If it's a city Crip, it's okay. No, it's Fire again. Okay, at least for him. So he'd be able to go next. Now he'll back from those two with the Maiden Blazing. Next is going to be Rain. So another Flaming Impact, probably. Yes. And still no slow, chip damage. Next there's the Elena, so Kiraga, good for him. It's going to be a Kiyoushi's Ravius, yes, so still 50 AP, killing that Mish, not killing the Rain though. So next is the other Ravius, probably hitting those two. Yet great slash, removing the barrier. Okay, at least Kiyoshi's his 2 units are alive, but no AP, probably enough to kill that Rain. Yes, okay. Yeah. And next there's Elena, so the Kuraga again. The APs, it's concerning on Kiyoshi's side, so yeah, still the Frostbite. Next the Ravius
the
again.
Frostbite just wore off, so
okay.
If he can survive another round, then this could be Kiyoshi's game. With Helena there as the healing.
So much AP on his side though. He can break that barrier again. Ah, they survived.
Just barely. But she did stand still. Oh, so she does get to go again.
She lapped, yeah. And
oh for the Helena here.
Oh, that's big. That's big.
Yeah.
Ah, that's so cruel. Oh man, that dual Frostbite really it what kills Kiyoshi. Fortunately for him.
Yeah, with it being a 67%, it's really hard to prep against anything like that, especially with it being pretty much only going to be on that one unit, aside from like a flex curry. You really and you just don't know who it's going to land on. You know, you're really just kind of hoping it doesn't land on both of your carries. So I don't really blame him for not, being able to prep on that, especially since even myself thought he was going to bring out the Bronwell. So it was a rough way to lose, but like I said, I don't think he really could have prepped too well for it. I think he did a good job considering the circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, Frostbite in general has been one of the hardest to defend against in the game. Outside of like, an Esper and a Trust Stone combo.
Mm-hmm.
There's not much for TMR choices. There's only maybe 1 or 2 in the game that can block against it. So yeah, I mean, well fought by both teams. I think it was a pretty close match there. It was kind of, if Helena was able to get off that Kuraga there again, I think maybe they're able to outlast him because, the Frostbite was kind of wearing off there at the end. I think this match shows that Ravias I think is clearly right there with Bronwell. I think probably just as good, or at least in the same ballpark.
Nah, too slow.
Now that we're able to see her here with full reincarnations and kind of full potential and everything. So, but yeah, well fought by both players. Very competitive match, and LXD was just able to inch it out there.
Yeah. I have to give it to LXD. His first win with the Pirine, really a great call. It really put Kiyoshi on his back on the wall, and unfortunately for him, it was easy afterwards for LXD to prep against his team. So if he was pretty sure with his mocks with it, it was pretty easy for him. But I'll just say that. I know that Kiyoshi prepped a ton. He was really ready for LXD. Unfortunately for him, it was pure RNG, so it could have been both ways. Unfortunately for Kiyoshi, it's the end of the road. It's always sad to see a player go at this point because we know that it's end of service. But yeah, Kiyoshi, thank you for the help so far. He's been the one that's been updating the team tracker on the unit cost sheet, so that's why you can have the count of the unit used in the matchup infographic. So thank you for sticking in and help me with that. It's really appreciated. Really nice guy, super easy to talk to, funny guy, everything, and he's really good. He participated in only one WBN and he won it, so that tells everything on the guy. He's a great player, and we'll miss him.
No doubt, super cool guy. Had the opportunity to talk to him, numerous times over the past couple of years. He was kind of a latecomer to the game. I know that he's maybe only played for maybe 2 years or so.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit more. Not exactly sure, but I know he is newer than most of us. Glad that he was able to at least participate here in some of the tournaments, and I know he really enjoyed them, and obviously he played very well. So tip your cap to him. But LXD was the victor today, so congrats to him.
Yeah, I guess I'd been able to speak with him much myself, but like you said, he mocks like a champ, and it clearly shows by being able to make it this far in the tournament.
Yeah.
Really solid player. Love getting to see his whatever he brought from week to week, and this match is no exception. You clearly see he prepped very well for it, and kind of like Numero said, it was really anyone's game there. It just kind of happened that the Frostbite got both of his carries, so it was very well played to Kiyoshi, but of course, congrats to LXD for taking the win there.
Yeah, congrats to LXD, and also LXD now is the Clairvoyant champion.
Congrats on the Clairvoyant champion, LXD.
Congratulations.
So we'll be joining the top 4 for the finals. All right, so yeah, I had nothing to prep for after this. Okay, thank you everyone. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you next time.
See ya.
40 hearts aligned in play for the tourney of the might. The Blind Enthusiast League is here, with friends and foes so near. An epic journey to the top, never resting, never stop. Wbel calls our name, you get up for the grand game. It's the place to be right now, cheers and shouts we scream out loud. Numero 80 leads the way, Chisei's voice will guide the play. Heroes bow for all to see, champions rise from their exploits and grow. In the spotlight they belong. Wbel stands strong. They aren't blind, they're enthusiasts, and not all clairvoyant, but they are all charming in their own way. Heroes bow for all to see, champions rise from their exploits and